Welcome back to Medieval Dynasty. Today we're going to do a new player guide and tutorial. And today I'm going to show you the difference between the primary weapons you're going to be using for hunting. That is the wooden spear and the 3 different bows. Now it's really important to know the difference. If you're a pro player and you've been playing this game since pre-alpha and you know all this, then you can skip it. But for new players, it's important to know because these weapons are not equal. In fact, there's a huge difference between them. So just watch it to the end and let me know what you think and how successful you are, because I find a lot of variance in the weapons. Maybe it's just me, but maybe it's not. Anyway, let's start out with this. I'm going to set up 3 ranges here. Here's my archery target. It'll tell us the distance we're hitting at. We're going to have a distance where we start right from the edge here. We have tree stump 1, tree stump 2, and I'll make a long range target. I think this is about 14 meters. Now we're going to use the good old trusty spear. The nice thing about the spear is it has a maximum hit power. It hits really hard, and it's pretty accurate, and it's really cheap. You just get logs. So it's, in my opinion, it's my favorite weapon to use. It also doesn't drain stamina that much. So hold the right button back and release. Look at that, 94% right in there. Okay, so this is where we're aiming. You can see the aim. Next we're going to go do the regular bow. The regular bow is pretty easy to make, but I still have my reservations about it. We're going to aim at the same, roughly the same spot. I think it was about right here. And this one drains stamina real fast. When you hold the button back, look at the stamina go. And there you go, 91%. So this is where we're aiming. Same spot. You see the dot is right about the top of the target. So once again, we'll do one more so you can see how much stamina it drains. Whoop, 89%. But look at that. So you got to keep in mind, you may not get many shots with this thing. The stamina drain is incredible, but the accuracy is similar at 12 meters. We're going to go with the longbow now. Same spot. Now look at the stamina drain. Very, very slow. This one, it hit a little bit higher. So with this one, you can actually aim directly at where you're going. There you go. See how tight the shot is? So you don't have to compensate for the drop or anything. Okay, so next we're going to go to the good old recurve bow. Now the recurve bow is kind of strange, so let's go back to the same spot we were before and see what happens. Watch the stamina drain, very, very low, 87. So we're going to have to aim a little higher this time. Let's go ahead and it's out of arrows. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pick up some more arrows. You can basically see the difference there. Okay. A useful tip is to hold down the alternate key and you can see where your projectiles have hit. So this is where our layout of projectiles are. Okay, like this, like this, like this. And there's one over there. Okay, where did my spear go? Where did it go? Well, it disappeared into the ether, I guess. You know, that happens, I suppose. So, so much for that, really. Next distance is going to be from here. This is the first tree stump. And what do you think is going to happen? Do you think the spear is going to make it or not? Let's aim just a little higher. We're going to put the aimer right there. Hold down the right button. Oh, there we go. 100% accuracy at 16 meters. Let's go with the bow now. We're going to aim at the same spot. 80%. Look at the drop. Much more drop. We're going to now go with the longbow. 89. Very accurate, as expected. Now here we go. Here's the recurve bow. Okay, let's see what we get. Recurve bow hit way, way low. So we're going to aim up here. And there it is. Now we see how we have to aim a lot higher. It doesn't use as much stamina, so that's a good thing. So let's aim above here. It has the lowest stamina drain right there at 16 meters. And nothing dropped in the ground. Next, we're going to go to this stump right here. This is a little further back. And what do you think? Do you think the the spear is going to hit? We're going to have to obviously compensate a little bit higher and aim slightly higher, but the results kind of surprised me. Okay, and hoi! We actually hit. Let's aim a little higher. It goes a little bit to the lower right. Can aim about here. And there we go, 62%. So this is about how high we had to aim. Let's go a little bit higher. And there we go, 85%. So we're aiming about right across the river in that spot. Let's now go to the bow. We're gonna probably have to aim, we're gonna aim at the same spot. And we hit 42%. Let's move back over here. There we go, 96%. So the bow has about the same drop as the spear. Okay, so let's go now to longbow. Let's see what happens when we use the longbow here. And hit a little high. Okay, so longbow, get him about right here. Check that out. Is that accurate? Look at the grouping. We aim right at the top there. Now your favorite here, the recurve bow. Now we're probably gonna aim over there. Okay, let's aim across the shore. And we missed. And there we go. We had to aim that high to hit. Okay, so the distance is 22.6. Let's go get our thing. Here, let's go about here. Let's not make it too ridiculous. So here we go. Here's the spear. Let's try to hit it. It should be up about there. Look at that, 67% hit at 28 meters. This is a good shot right here. Okay, so we're empty. Let's go ahead with the bow. The bow is probably going to be the same distance as that. 27%. So there you go. You can take a look at the points you get for shot. And let's go ahead and group it a little tighter with our wonderful longbow. Check it out. Look at that, 27 points, 97% accuracy. Let's go back here. I bet you it's going to be somewhere way up in the yonder, like there. And there it was. Let's go down a little. And wow, we went under it. And another one. Look at how much we have to calculate for the drop. But the good thing is there is very little stamina loss. So what would you guys pick? I want to know, because in my opinion, I always stay with the spears, because I want to be able to kill the animals in 2 hits and have maximum efficiency. But some people have said that the bow is pretty good. And I don't like the regular bow just because of the stamina drain. You get basically 2 shots before you're out of stamina, and then there's not much you can do if you miss on those 2 shots. And it has the same drop as projectile drop as the spear. So you know, why go through all the trouble of making that? Some people have said that it has bleeding damage. Maybe that's true. I'll test that on some animals to see if that's really true. I prefer the longbow because it has a good mix of stamina drain, and it has the best accuracy and the best range out of all of these. In fact, we're not done yet, so stay tuned. Let's go back there and let's see how far we can hit from the let's see how far we can hit. Let's just see how awesome the longbow is. Okay, why don't we do that? Let's go to 3. Okay, so I bet you the target is going to be about there, and pull back, and whoop, nope. Did we go too low? Wow, look at the distance, 38.3. That is about the drop. So the one way you can look at it is if you put the bottom of the X right underneath it to start with and fire, that gives you 70%. See where the bottom of the aiming X is? Right there. So just a little bit, maybe if you're going to fire at a deer, just put a little above his back, and bam, you can hit 64%. And this is what I'd recommend if you're going to go hunting with these things. it's a sighted in. It's hard to do with, let's say, look at the spear. Well, the spear is a little harder to do because it just has a dot. But look at this one. This, you can't just aim it on there, because if you do, it just goes into the ground, right? So, but number 2, you can hold down the right button, put it a little higher, pull all the way back, bam, and I missed. I think I went over it. Okay, as an added bonus to our archery test, I've pulled out the crossbow. Now the crossbow, in my opinion, is not a really accurate test because of the firing rate, and also it's a late game type of weapon. But let me go ahead and show you what the accuracy is, and you be the judge for yourself. I think you may be surprised here. You maybe not. I was expecting a little more, but maybe it makes up for it in some other way that we don't know about. Okay, so here we are. We're right on the edge of the building right here. This is where we're going to open fire, and the reload time is very slow with this, but once you've got it reloaded, you can open with this thing, and it's pretty good. So let's go ahead and aim about there and fire, and we hit 100%. We're at 11 meters. Let's go ahead and take a look. There we did. We hit right in there. Okay, so hold down. Look at this long animation to reload. Not what you want to do when you're trying to run from a bear or something like that. So let's go up to this spot right here. This is our other log, and we're going to see if we can hit from here. Okay, so what we did back here is we aimed about there and fire away, and we got 98%. That's the aiming spot. So another nice shot. This is our next target, Mark. This is the log up here. And if you remember before, the longbow was able to hit this no problem at all. So we're going to try to make this shot again. It is going to be a little bit trickier. I think it's something like up there and firing. Okay, not bad. 22 distance. A little low, so you can see where it hit. And this is the mother of all shots, all the way up here. And this one we had to aim, if you guys remember, we had to aim over there, over on the other side. This is for longbow. And wow, we hit. So look at that. So it is quite accurate. And check that out, not bad. So aiming is very similar to the longbow. What we don't know is how much hitting power it has, because that could be a real big deal. It could hit really, really hard. Don't even know. But yeah, so let's see if we can make a long Olympic type shot. This is a super long range. Let me get in right here. I'd imagine we have to aim even higher, probably up there. Let's see if we can make this impossible shot. Oh, 37 meters there. That would be that's over 100 feet right there. So there you go, guys. This is what's interesting about the crossbow. Now we had a little problem with the longbow hitting out here, and let's just see if the longbow, no, anyway, we're just going to keep this with the crossbow. You saw the crossbow make a crazy shot out there, 80-something%. Let's see how much higher it can go. Let's go all the way up here. Let's get past 100. There we go. Oh, this is going to be just nuts. Let's try to make this crazy shot. Oh my God, look at that. 46 meters. Okay, there you go, guys. That is why the crossbow is boss. Now I'm telling you, in order to be able to hit with this crossbow, you're going to really, really have to practice with the aim on this. So we're about up there in the middle of the tree. Gave it that much drop, so something a lot like that. Yeah, right in the middle of the tree. Let's go up even higher. I can barely see the target here. Let's go about there. Oh, 92. Well, guys, 92. Is that a ridiculous shot up there? Anyway, if you're curious at what the length is, just go ahead and rewind the video and check it out. Once again, I want to ask you guys to like and subscribe, and also let me know what you think about the crossbow, because I could never make this kind of shot with the longbow. Forget the recurve bow. I'd have to aim straight up, it seems like. I don't think the spear would make this kind of shot. That would be just ridiculous, although it would be interesting to try. And the spear should be a little higher. Nope, it goes a little bit to the right. Let's move over here. And we're going to chuck all our spears to see if we can hit and make the miracle shot. Nope, can't hit with the spear. It's too hard. But the crossbow has such a good shot grouping, and it has great accuracy, and it just reloads kind of slow. But I don't know how you'd really use it against animals, because by the time you reload, you'd have a wolf right on you, and he'd be tearing you a new one, tearing that face off. Okay, once again, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.